The Indiana Fever are that golden destination, and I can't help but laugh to the fans and the people online and the media commentators, unfortunately, who said that nobody wanted to play in Indiana. That doesn't make any sense by any stretch of the imagination.
Do you remember when Sheryl Swoopes confidently said that free agents would never want to join the Indiana Fever? Well, she couldn't have been more wrong. The Fever just made a huge splash in free agency, bringing in big names like Natasha Howard, Dana Bonner, Sophie Cunningham, and even A.J. Wilson's best friend, Sydney Colson. Who could have seen this dramatic shift coming? Swoopes is probably regretting those words now, as her prediction has completely backfired. The team she claimed had locker room issues has now become one of the most attractive destinations in the WNBA, all thanks to Caitlin Clark, the rookie she said wouldn't be able to adjust to the league.
Sheryl Swoopes has been missing. Sheryl Swoopes is MIA. They got a APB out for Sheryl Swoopes. If you see Sheryl Swoopes, she did a lot of talking a few months ago about the Indiana Fever, the locker room environment, how people didn't want to play there, how people wanted to leave. Stephanie White came in and said, okay, hold up. Let me go to Indeed.com and Indeed get some free agents to come in here that want to play, that are accomplished, seasoned veterans. She did all that. Cheryl's been nowhere to be.
That's right. Sheryl Swoopes went on that podcast and boldly declared that no one would want to play for Indiana. The look on her face when she made those claims was full of complete certainty, like she was revealing some exclusive WNBA insider info that only she knew. She spoke with such confidence, as if she had direct access to everything happening behind the scenes with the team.
There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes this situation so interesting is the timing. Swoopes made her bold comments just before the Indiana Fever became the most sought-after team in the WNBA, like predicting a huge storm right before the sunniest day of the year. She talked about locker room problems and unhappy players, but right after that, Indiana started signing free agent after free agent. It's like the universe planned the perfect contradiction.
It's a lot. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't
want to be here.
This is where I want to be.
Yeah. Now listen,
What you said, there's a lot of shit going on. What kind of things you said?
I'm not in the locker room.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. But this,
I'm talking about more social media.
Okay.
Right?
All right, see, she's not in the locker room. She's talking about social media.
She presented her opinions as if they were undeniable facts, making it seem like she had inside knowledge of serious problems within the Fever's organization. According to her, these issues were so big that top players wouldn't even think about signing with Indiana, suggesting the Fever's reputation was beyond repair. Just like she said Caitlin Clark wouldn't dominate. She painted a bleak picture of the Fever's future.
So will Caitlin Clark be a good pro? Absolutely. Will Caitlin Clark come into the WNBA and do what she's doing right now? Immediately? Absolutely not. Not gonna happen.
Okay.
But here's where the story takes a surprising twist. While Swoopes was confidently predicting disaster behind the scenes, the Fever's front office was quietly putting together a brilliant plan. They were completely reshaping their roster in a way that would surprise the whole league. The difference between what Swoopes predicted and what actually happened is like someone predicting a financial crash just before a company announces record profits.
The Fever did not come to play. They are on a mission to win now, like 2025 championship season incoming. They were so quiet during free agency. And in the past 24 hours, boom, boom, boom. Re-signed Kelsey Mitchell to a max deal. Picked up Natasha Howard, bringing her back to the Indiana Fever, where she was originally drafted. And then they just announced a three-way trade, sending Alyssa Smith to Dallas and Sophie Cunningham coming to the Fever. This team in 24 hours just got exponentially better.
What's especially telling is what happened after Indiana's free agency success. There was no follow-up from Swoopes acknowledging her mistake, no recognition of how well the Fever did. Her silence as Indiana built an impressive roster says a lot, like someone predicting with total certainty that the sun won't rise tomorrow, and then quietly disappearing when the day breaks.
Further, when a game that Sheryl Swoopes was calling for the Dallas Wings where the commentator was talking about how great Caitlin Clark had been playing. Sheryl Swoopes, silent for 60 seconds, didn't even want to address it. And it got so bad that the game that Dallas then went to play against the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark, after the domination of the Chicago Sky, Sheryl Swoopes got pulled from the broad.
Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever were creating not just a competitive team, but one of the most desirable cultures in the league. All the issues Swoopes claimed were holding them back didn't stop several high-profile players from making Indiana their new home.
Folks, Sheryl could be choking on Crow right now. She need that Heimlich maneuver. If you see Sheryl Swoopes, tell her it's okay to come out and talk and say, man, you was wrong. It's okay. Sheryl, you gotta do better. If you see Sheryl, she might need the Heimlich maneuver. She might be choking on Crow right now. Help her out, y'all. Help Sheryl.
The embarrassment for Swoopes isn't just that she was wrong. It's that she was wildly, undeniably wrong in a way that's impossible to undo. Her prediction missed the mark so badly, as she warned everyone about Indiana's supposed toxic environment. Meanwhile, the Fever were building the kind of team culture that draws in championship-caliber talent.
Better. Starting five, Caitlin at the 1, Kelsey at the 2, Lexi Hall and Sophie can duke it out for the 3, Natasha Howard at the 4, Aaliyah Boston at the 5. But they still have space. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like there's one more piece that they're going to try to add. At the end of last season, this team immediately got rid of Coach Christy Sides, hired Coach Stephanie White. Stephanie White then, in turn, brings basically her entire coaching staff from the Connecticut Sun. Then the Fever announced their plans for their brand new practice facility and immediately start shuffling around the entire team. They are not wasting any time.
You know what's even more surprising than Swoopes being proven wrong? The caliber of players eagerly lining up to play with Clark. We're seeing something incredible. Experienced champions choosing Indiana like it's the new basketball haven. While Swoopes was doubling down on her wrong predictions, the Fever built a super team of top-tier talent. Let's take a look at who's joining this Fever revolution. First up is Natasha Howard, a defensive powerhouse with a championship pedigree, who could have signed with any contender in the league.
It's going to be Caitlin Clark flash show. So it's going to be phenomenal playing with a point guard, like you said, that have a good vision on the court, because that's like as soon as she get the ball in her hand, she's throwing it up because she already see the person down the court before she even get the ball in her hand. So that's one thing I love about her vision on the court. I really can't wait to catch all those passes and give her all the assists that she needs.
She's the same Natasha Howard who anchored Seattle's championship defense and made a name for herself across the league. Her excitement about receiving passes from Clark, who can see the open player down the court before even getting the ball, says a lot. A 3-time champion, excited about a rookie's court vision, completely crushes the nobody wants to play with Clark narrative. Next, we got Dana Bonner, a 6-time All-Star with scoring versatility that few players in the league can match.
Yeah, she's just a smart player. You already see what she's done in her rookie season, and I think she gets the ball to people in the right positions to help them be successful, so that's huge. And I'm hoping that I can give her a little bit more leadership and knowledge for her to understand this league a little bit better. And like I said, when playoffs hit, she'll be ready. But I don't think you have to instill that in a lot of players, and she's one of them. I think she's kind of go back and study and see those things and figure it out herself, which is just shows what type of player she is. So I'm excited to step on the court with her. I play with a lot of great players, so to also keep continuing to do that, and I'm just so excited to see where her second year is going to go. I'm excited.
When critics questioned her decision to join the Fever, Dana Bonner took to social media to make it clear she's thrilled to be on Clark's side now, rather than having to guard her. A veteran with multiple championships, Bonner chose to align with Clark instead of competing against her. Similarly, Sophie Cunningham, known for her fiery competitive spirit, didn't hold back in sharing her excitement about joining Indiana.
To be honest, I am just so excited to be here. I'm from the Midwest, and so for me to kind of get back to my roots and be close to my family, I'm so excited. Like when I say that I am refreshed and I am motivated, and I just like kind of feel like my spark is back. Everyone thinks I've been feisty. You've not even seen the feisty side of me yet, so this should be really fun. But for me, I'm excited to be closer to home. I'm excited to deep dive into the community of Indiana. I've already already met a lot of really cool people. I'm excited to inspire the next generation of young boys and girls around here, get to know the community more. But I promise you that I'm just ready to just like win. I'm ready to win. I'm ready for y'all to be there. But like I said, you guys haven't even seen Feisty.
I am just so excited to be here. I feel refreshed and motivated joining the Fever, Sophie Cunningham said. She even warned everyone, you haven't seen Feisty yet. That's a player eager to build something special, not someone reluctantly joining a team with supposed locker room problems. Perhaps most surprising is Sydney Colson, A.J. Wilson's best friend, leaving the championship-winning environment in Las Vegas to join forces with Clark. When asked about her decision, Colson specifically mentioned wanting to play with Mitchell and Clark. She spoke about her bond with Mitchell from their AAU days and the great things she heard about Clark from teammate Kate Martin. A player from Clark's supposed rival team joining to be her teammate speaks volumes.
I talked to Sydney Colson today. She said that Kelsey Mitchell was actually the first person she hit up because they built a bond here, playing AU for the last 3 years. She said she heard some good things about Caitlin Clark from her Aces teammate Kate Martin as well, so that made the decision easy.
The contracts these veterans signed aren't just paperwork. They're statements of trust in Indiana's vision. Howard and Bonner dedicated significant parts of their careers to the Fever because they saw the transformation happening right in front of us. Indiana didn't just win free agency, they dominated it. 4 high-caliber veterans with championship experience and all-star resumes chose to play alongside the rookies. Swoopes claimed no one would want to join. The Fever built a roster where every player complements each other perfectly, filling every gap and creating a formidable team.
That I'm very excited, and I really agree with a lot of the moves the Indiana Fever have made. There's not been one trade or pickup that the Indiana Fever have made that I have not been on board with. I'm on board with every single one. And I just want to say the fact that the Indiana Fever have gone out and got these great players like a Natasha Howard, like a DeWanna Bonner, like a Sophie Cunningham, the fact that they've gone out and got these great players shows that they believe Caitlin Clark is great right now. They are on board with the Caitlin Clark vision, and it just makes me happy because they're not treating Caitlin Clark like a rookie who is gonna be good in 10 years. No, they're treating her like a superstar who is good right.
When was the last time you saw a team go from being an afterthought to a premier destination in just one season? The Caitlin Clark effect isn't just changing the Fever's roster, it's flipping the entire power structure of the WNBA upside down, and that's exactly what has the league's old guard absolutely terrified. Let's break down what these veterans are actually signing up for. They're not just joining another team. They're becoming part of a basketball revolution led by a rookie who shattered 62 WNBA records in her first season -62. While established stars predicted she'd struggle with the transition, Clark was rewriting the record books, breaking the rookie assist record, setting the single-season three-point mark, and making those same critics look foolish.
In the weekend, Caitlin Clark set the single-season assist record in the WNBA, the most prolific passer in WNBA history. She is now the all-time rookie leader in points, assists, and three-pointers. There is exceeding expectations, and then there is whatever Caitlin Clark continues to do in her rookie season in the WNBA.